Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another unboxing episode to do. Today we just got this nice heavy package in the mail. Now, I know what's in here to a point. We got a special unboxing episode, something that hadn't been seen since the 80s. And I got almost everything from that certain thing from the 80s. And I don't know how many kids had this back then, because this came out maybe 1985. And back in 1985, they were mostly video games, movies, and this thing. Now I don't got the machine to play these, but I can play it on my stereo. Let's open it. And then I got bonus stuff in here. He said if I had bought in his collection, he would give me some bonus stuff that I have no clue about. Let's see what we got in this wonderful box. I'm gonna open it on the couch to be a lot easier to hold. And these are in their original boxes. We're almost getting that. That's right. Have to be careful because there's a lot of peanut stuff in there that I don't want all over the floor. Now I am not going to save the boxes. I'm not a collector. I'm taking them out of this big box first so I can get to them. Okay, then we got some that are not complete. That's not complete, but that's okay. We can find the audio for it. Okay, let's let's do the complete stuff and then do the non-complete stuff second. Now, what I have gotten was the Talking Mother Goose collection. Are 14 of Mother Goose. I think there's 20 of these things. I'm missing six or less. Now, if you were a little kid back in back in 1980 to 1986. So this came out the same time as the Nintendo did. So you got this on Nintendo, and I think this cost. I know Teddy Ruxpin cost about 150 bucks for his little machine. This must have cost a little cheaper because this is 1986 now, and they only made four of these kind of machines. You had your Teddy, you had your Mickey, your Snoopy, Big Bird. There was a Goofy one out there, and you have Mother Goose. Mother Goose was the last one they can rate it. They didn't make no more after Mother Goose. Then you had that kind of rip off one. What's that poor guy name? That I got that too. This is what it looked like. You would stick a tape in Mother Goose backside, and she would talk and play whatever on the tape. Let's see what we got. Like I said, I'm not a collector, so I would not be keeping this box or nothing. It looks nice. If I were a collector, never want to play it, but I can't see myself kind of put this stuff back together again. So this one is Mother Goose, the Sleeping Beauty. I know it's kind of hard because this book is all white with kind of light colors. I think this is for the females because the boys had Mickey Mouse, the boys had Snoopy, they had Teddy, they had Big Bird, Goofy, So that's why this is kind of softer because all the other books were bright. See, 19. Let's see if the books tell me more of the years. 1986. They don't say who did what they did in the book. They must be like nobodies. Here we go. Here's some voices. So it seems like you got the lady who did all the Strawberry Shortcake stuff. And everybody else is nobodies in my eyes. I just remember that name because people said that person did Minnie Mouse, Strawberry Shortcake, and all that other stuff that I'd be playing. It's really some good pictures. So this is just another Helen on Sleeping Beauty. Maybe I should stick these on the couch. I can stick these things on the table. These boxes are big. They are not small boxes. Now I don't know if they all came like this because I had only seen the other one at Toys R Us and KB Toy Store, and I seen a Big Bird one at Kmart's, or yeah, Kmart's had it, and I think Caldor, Bradley's, and Ames they had the Mickey Mouse one. If you remember them stores, leave it in the comments. Nice pink tape. Long as we got tape, I'm happy. Now, you need a toy to play this off of, but I don't need a toy. So what I do is you play the tape, and whatever that awful sound comes out of, you just unplug that speaker, and it plays like a regular tape. So I get to cheat. If I were a little kid back in the '80s, I'd probably do the same thing too. I wouldn't need the toy because I know I wouldn't be able to get the toy. Costing out much money, I'd be stupid to ask for that toy. And if you had the talking Mother Goose toy, or any other talking toys, leave it in the comments. Be nice to know if anyone had this stuff growing up in the '80s. I sure did not have any of these talking toys. I had a TV. That's the only talking thing I had, or speaking stuff. Our next story is Little Red Riding Hood, right? Yep, Little Red Riding Hood. And they get to tell me some more stuff that's on here too. If we have them, then we'll be lucky. Hey, here's some pictures. Hey, you won't be hearing anything for a long time because we got a lot of stuff. And I played my stuff in order as I buy them. So this will be probably the last thing you get to hear. It might not be until next year, maybe. So tape. Now this is all from 1986 because I don't think the thing ran too long. Like I said, with Nintendo coming out, wiping out the competition, and then 1986, you had the CD machine coming out, or already been out. People were buying CD players and all that good stuff. So I know they didn't have their kids have this thing. Emperor New Clothing. There we go. I know it's hard to see the picture, like I said. They made the picture kind of Miami Vice color, pastel and all that. And like I said, these were for the little girls. And I think if I do remember, there was a talking Barbie doll. I don't know if she played any tapes or anything, but there was a giant sized Barbie doll that stuck berries in and it would talk. I remember seeing that thing. Yeah, that was at a Toys R Us way back in the days. I don't know what she did or anything. It didn't really. The mouse. It did talk. They had to show it talking. They could have the kids go crazy, but I don't know how it talked or anything. I just got blue tape. Okay. So far, I've been seeing pink tape. This is the first. Oh, this is a blue tape too. Now I'm confused about the blue and pink tape. Let's see. It looks like this came out in August 1986. So August, summertime. Here's our next one. This is called the Princess and the Pea. And I think we only did one of this story on a little golden book from the 50s. So this would be nice from the 80s. I think we did one in the 70s also. You can let me know, guys. I play so many books of the same book a lot that I forget which book I did play. And most likely you won't hear any more of of this. So what we got, what we got. There's still a whole bunch more out there. I'm happy I got a collection. And I'm guessing I might be the only one on YouTube to play this thing because a lot of people can't play this stuff unless they know the secret. And I found the secret out when I was playing to try the Snoopy, the Talking Snoopy book on tape. So I found that secret out. So I can play almost any of these talking toys. No, this is brown. Okay, they didn't put any color they want, but that don't look right. Yeah, something ain't right on this one because looking at it, it's on top. So this might not play. Okay, I put the play on the bottom or on the army like that. No, see, this will play. I don't think this is gonna play at all. But I'll try it. If it does play, we got it. If it don't play, then they made it. They don't look broken or nothing. I think this was a defect back in 1986. Let's make sure that all don't have that. It'd be kind of sad that I'm looking at these the first. Nope, only that brown one had that problem. So I really hope it plays. If it don't play, I might have to read the book. Our next one, Cinderella. And these things are just as can be. Okay, this tape looks good. Showing you the tape first because I want to see what the tapes are looking like more than the book right now. And look at this nice picture. Oh, here's a good picture. So I didn't show you a bright picture because my computer can't pick up light stuff. Our next one. What do you like from the Three Bears? I thought I would have been happier if he just sent them without all them blue boxes. I would have saved them a lot of money too. Let's see what the tape for. Okay, see, this is the way it's supposed to look like. So that tape will not play. I have a Ray gut floated, it would not play at all. Here's the book. I think this is from America. They don't got that Japanese look. Which I've been trying to look at all the books, and the other books I'd be reading don't come from America. This comes from the USA. Our next one, Jack and the Beanstalk. Let's look at the tape first. We might not even get to hear it. Okay, the tape is in good shape. I think the funny part about it, I was looking for more Jack and the Beanstalk books, and I saw this collect. Went down a rabbit hole and got more. Now, to be crazy, I paid $98 for this whole collection. Now, you might think I'm crazy. Let me think about it. I got 14 books on tape for and that's a good price because one of these Mother Goose things, they cost about 25 to $75 for one of these Mother Goose things. I got 14 of them for $98. So that's a good buy. Oh, the crazy part about it, some of these things did come from Toys R Us. Okay, let's just show you one with a sticker on it. Now, back in the days, see, Toys R Us. Back in the day, this thing cost $9 and $9.59 for this thing. And now $9.59 was a lot of money back in 1986, but it was cheaper than getting your kid a Nintendo game. And even Atari games, they was boy, about $12. A movie, a VCR movie, would costing you like $29 or more. So it was cheaper getting your kid this or getting them a GI Joe, 1986. See, GI Joe was gone, He Man was gone, She-Ra was gone, Strawberry Shortcake was gone. 1986. I don't know what was in 19. I got Barbie. Um, see, My Little Pony was gone by 1986. Well, all the good toys were gone by 1986. I don't know what was in. If you can remember what cartoon toy was selling in 1986, leave it in the comments. I don't remember anything that was good in 1986. Transformer was gone in 1986. I'm ready. Don't know what was in 1986 that this would have been going against. But leave it in the comments. There had to be something. You had the Poppos. They would um they were around. They were around from 1985 to 1987. You had that toy. You had Glowworm. You had My Pet Monster. That came on 88. So that would have been after this had been going. I don't know what was out there in 1986. Now this thing cost $9. The machine probably was costing you just $60 or more. Kind of sad. I went through all the cartoons and couldn't find out what came out in 1986. We got good tape. This is Peter and the Wolf. Now I'm hoping this Peter and the Wolf we get to hear because a lot of the Peter in the Wolf stuff been copyrighted. So I'm hoping they don't play that music. So here's Peter and the Wolf. Now I don't know if this is gonna be this might be watered down for the little girls because the little girls don't want to hear a bunch of violent stories. Here's the Frog Prince. Now this is before Disney got a hold to it. or without the Frog Princess. I got good luck on the cassette tape so far, so we might be in good shape. Here's some pictures. There's some tape. Now I know a lot of you people on back when I first started this channel, back in 2019 or 2021, when I started playing the audio stuff, a lot of you guys, or 10 of you guys, you got me on Twitter, was complaining that I didn't play enough minorities book on anything. And as you see, this stuff was made almost 40 years ago. They didn't have minority stuff back in that time period. All you see is what they got. But you guys, or 10 of you guys, were not happy that everything I played was either all EMOs or all white folks. And this is, I got another one. Well, I got two Jack and the Beanstalk. And because this is what it was back in the 80s. And you have to think about it too. There wasn't really any kind of black books out there in a sense. And I did play Mr. T on the channel. So you can't say I didn't do anything. And I do got a handful of black audio books, maybe one or two, not much. And I got a handful of reading books that I did on the first channel. And the only reason why too is that black audio books, they cost a lot of money. I want to get them for the channel, so I can have them for like Black History Month or to play them anytime I want to play them. But one of them books costs about $25 a book on tape, and that's a lot of money for one book on tape that I'm only going to play one time. Here I pay $98 for 14 books on tape from a toy that's kind of costs more money than that. So that's the only reason why too. I'm taking this out of the box so I can throw the box away. And like I said, I'm not a collector. This is just another copy of Jack and the Beanstalk. Cause back in like I said, 2020, 2021, I was getting attacked on Twitter. It didn't really bother me one bit. It was either that or they didn't like the way I talked. So you had 10 people that didn't like what I was playing, and 10 people that didn't like how I was talking. Then you had the companies like Walt Disney, Paramount, or CBS. So I had a lot of company coming after me because what I was playing got more views than what they put at the theaters and on their little platforms. And I'm saying these are old stuff from the 70s, 60s, 80s. This stuff was before you started making your stuff. Good tape. It's always good too because if I have a tape that's not going to be playable, if I have an extra copy, I get to play that tape and you get to hear it anyway. Yeah, I know it's crazy back in them time periods, but you don't forget. And I'm still going, so you can see it didn't bother me one bit. Kind of made me crack up that they were complaining about the way the people color was. This is the tortoise and the hare. And the only one I seen of this was the Bugs Bunny cartoon. Here's some more. And I thought I was safe with the animals. You can't go wrong if you having a bunch of animal stories. This is like a Care Bear. Does he look like Sunshine Bear? We got two more. Yeah, we got two more of this. Then we got two that got no audio to it. But I might could try to find the audio for them. And I know a lot of people gonna hate me for with all this plastic I got in this box. The tape. Now I know I'm listening to pairing because it's getting kind of cloudy outside, and this is Rumpelstiltskin. Now we did play a version of this for the from '87 on my second channel. This is the '86 version. So now you get pictures. Okay, good. So they have all the same people who did all the voices or all these books on tape. Now our last one is the Ugly Duckling. Oh, this is a different. Yeah, this is a different one. It came out later. No, this is still 1986. It just looks different because I hadn't really paying attention to the colors of the tapes till I just saw this thing look peach. Boy, look at the inside of this tape. See how it looks like? Like I said, I have to rewind these things to see which one plays. So I might got 14 book on tape. Who knows if I get to play all 13 of them. But one of them does like an 8 count play. So you can hear whatever plays. I might have a collection of stuff I can't play. But I can read books. Here's the Ugly Duckling. I'm hoping they play. And I bought them for the sound, not for me to talk, not for my voice to be on these books. Now here are two that didn't have no audio to it. Here's the Little Red Hen, and let's see how old this thing is. Okay, and it's like a second grade girl had this book back in the years. Now this little girl must be in her 50s. The second grade, you're like 7 or 8 years old, and this is 1986. So you throw some numbers backwards. Yeah, this little girl in her 50s. And Mother Goose Lullaby. So songs. I'm thinking are none. Yeah, they're songs. I might not read this at all. If I can find the audio, you will hear this. If I don't find the audio, you might not hear this. This is a bunch of songs. I'm not gonna read a bunch of songs. So all we got was 14 audio books. Let's be honest. We got 13 audio books that I can play. We got one excerpt, and we got two no audio. So what I'm gonna do is hold this up. And ebooks weigh a ton too. Oh wait, ebooks are heavy. Let's do like this. If I drop one of these on my foot, you're gonna hear me scream. Hey, this works. So all we got today with all these Mother Goose books. Now, if you had Mother Goose as a kid, or any other talking machine toys, and if you could write in the comments what came out, what cartoon show came out in 1986, or what toy was popular in 1986 to compete with Mother Goose things. Like I said, I know Nintendo was out, but what other things was out in 1986 that could have ran against this talking goose? Leave it in the comments. So please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day. Well, another video come out real soon.